It is time that you meet all of you. Yes, there are three hidden parts of you that are so vital for you to know, because only then can you truly step into your power. So the three hidden parts of you that are waiting to be discovered are different layers that are going to be shaping how you are going to be living your life, how you are going to be relating with each other and yourself, and how you're going to be stepping into your power as a woman. Most of us are living in just one midlife state, but there is whole, a whole life to be left, to be lived when you are in your true freedom, when you are in your true power, and when you feel whole in your own being. So the first one I want to introduce you to is the survival self. You see, you had to survive. You came here with a comrade that needs to take care of you, that inner take care of you so that you can be protected. And this is that inner part of you, the survivor, the one that is with you ever since you were born. She is your protector, she is your guardian, she is the warrior of your life. This part of you has learned very earlier on that there are survival skills that you need to know so that you can stay safe in a world that can seem so harsh or unkind sometimes. So those are survival skills. You've got to survive. So I remember when I was living in my survival mode, I was always people pleasing. I was so exhausted with stories that I gave that I could not remember or keep up. I was so disconnected with what I desired. You see, this part of the survivor is the part that you learned, it has learned to stay small. It has learned to not to not to offend anyone. It's the part where you hide your true feelings, you mute your desires, you are taking care of everybody else but yourself. That's that survivor. This self is the one saying that, it's okay when things are not even okay or can be okay. So she is the one who is operating out of the survival strategies of people pleasing, perfectionism. She's the one who likes to numb our pain with alcohol, sex, porn, shopping. She is the one who pushes our needs and desires down so that she can keep the peace and she can avoid the pain and she can protect our own heart. So if you look closely, you will notice these moments when you shrink yourself, these moments when you say yes out of fear, or when you know that you are settling for less than you deserve. You are in that survival mode. The protector is on. She's not the enemy. She is the warrior. So these parts of you are the parts of you that did their best in the hardest of the conditions so that you can feel safe. So if you can tune into these parts of you that are in the survival, these parts of you that are protecting something, what are they protecting? So if you connect with this part of you, you want to honor them. You want to thank them. Thank them because if you didn't have the survival skills, you'd not survive in this world. And that's for sure. So these parts of you are so essential and they are so vital, and the ones they have kept you alive up to this point of your life. Thank them for their loyalty. Thank them for their nurture and care, because without them, you'd not be here today. Now I want to introduce you to a certain level that is where the magic begins. This is that the healing self. This is the part where you face all the challenges. And the healing self is very crucial for every woman's life because this is the time where you say, okay, enough is enough. There has to be better. There has to be a simpler way of doing this. And this is when you start to tune in to who you really are and start to feel those parts of you that have not been feeling. This is the part where you connect with your emotions, you allow your emotion to be felt as shitty as they are, because emotions are energy emotion. You want to let them pass. You don't want to label every emotion that comes in. That's how it weighs you down. You want to feel it and let it go with so much love. And only then can you play with the alchemy that is life. So the healing self is the one that is going to break you down from to safety, where you're going to start to drop the armor that is the survival mode, because the survivor has to survive. So they are there being strong. But if you let the armor and soften and be in the woman you are supposed to be, flow with the water and allow to be in your feminine, going with the flow, softening. This is not going to make you weak, but it's going to allow you to start to feel your body again. The body of a woman is more emotional. It is not controlling. It's a state of being. It is who you are. When you start to drop into that softness and you start to drop that armor that is that survival, then you can start to feel safe again. You emerge. This is when you start to see where the old wounds are exposed. This is the time where you cry, you scream and grieve what has been lost. Your innocence, some love along the way, some belonging, some people. You feel everything that you have not allowed yourself to feel, because this is the part where you start to remember who you really are. You start to unravel the stories and the patterns that you have inherited and learned along the shame, the guilt, the limited beliefs. This is a very raw area and very, very vulnerable place to be, because it needs you to be humbled, because you're gonna feel. You have to embody it. You have to become it. And it is fierce and committed transformation. So this is when you do your inner work, the shadow work, your somatic healing, where you clear all the energy and claim yourself as a woman. This is where you connect all those parts of you that you have disconnected from. You are going to learn emotional. You are going to move with your feelings. So you learn to embody them rather than resist them. So you can nest your pain, leave from where you got stuck. So the emotional release, the breakthroughs, how you are willing to confront your old wounds instead of running from them. It is this stage, and this stage takes courage. This stage takes a lot of you looking at your own gap. So in this very vulnerable part of your life, you want to come with so much patience to really nurture yourself, to really take care of yourself, to really like Soothe yourself, because only then can you bridge which this part of you with the essence of the survivor, and to have this alchemy which brings up sovereignty. Because if you stop being in the survival mode, you go into healing, and now from healing, now everything that ever put you down, you have handled it. You are emotionally faced. You have felt everything that you promised. Because this sovereign self is the most radiant level of your being. This is the self who is embodied in our full power and full presence. She is the essence that is going to like be rooted in your womb, because your source, your center of creation, your sacredness is rooted in your womb. This is where you start to become the oracle, where you follow your intuition, where you are open to the wildness, to that connection with the earth, that energy of Mother Earth flowing within you. This is when you move with grace and authority, not because you're one that is controlling, but because you are deeply aligned with your inner wisdom, your own creativity, your joy, your confidence. Unlike the one time that you're living in survival mode where you reacted out of fear. Now, so your healing journey, your healing self, the one that is frail and raw, is now fully embodied and fully aware of who she is, because she has cleared all the blockages, she has cleared all the darkness, she has embodied our pain to bring out our pleasure. So the sovereign self responds from a place of that wholeness, a place where she knows our boundaries, she honors our needs, she leads our life choice, not by default. She's the one who knows that true power is soft, fluid, and grounded. You're so rooted in Mother Earth's energy that you are synchronized with the Circadian rhythm of Earth. She does not need to prove anything. She is simply is. You become it, because she is the creator of all. She knows who she is. She's the queen of our reign. She's the word, the seductress who dances with the moon and earth. So you might feel her in moments of deep. Sometimes when you have clarity, and sometimes when you have said no without feeling guilty. You will feel her when you follow your heart without hesitation. When you own your own beauty and your shadows alike, this is the self you are destined to embody. So, if you can sense our strength and grace and our freedom, you'd sense that you are more than your past. You are more than your pain. You are more than your conditioning. You are so sovereign. You are so seen. If you could feel our power and live from that place, how fierce would you be? How authentic would you be? So if you want to start your journey, if you want to start losing that survival mode that's keeping you safe all this time, if you are ready to start your healing journey and you need a partner to walk with you hand to hand, showing you the loops so that this transition can be easier and shorter for you. Book a mentorship program or even a course, and we'll have it and then how to make this transition easier for you. And follow me so you don't miss any of my videos. Check me out on my lives. And until next time, bye for now.